Welcome, everyone. Today we're looking at some really timeless wisdom,
Yeah.
specifically from the Book of Psalms, the writings of King David.
And we're going to try and take what can often feel like this impossible pressure
Right.
and turn it into something that gives you clarity, something that actually brings you peace.
And our focus today is on a single, really foundational spiritual idea.
It's one of those ideas that sounds beautiful, when you read it.
But in practice, living it day to day can feel absolutely crushing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our whole goal here is to take that instruction, the one about finding delight in sacred teachings day and night, and transform it,
From a source of exhaustion.
yes, into a map, a
Yeah.
practical map for inner rest.
And let's just start by acknowledging who this is for, because the sources are very clear about the emotional context.
Mm.
This is for you, the person who still believes, who has that faith deep down, but is just so tired.
So tired, yeah. The one who whispers prayers in the dark and wonders.
Is this real, or has my devotion just become another performance, another box to check?
If you are craving something authentic, something simple, if you're craving rest, this is for you.
Because that emotional starting point is so important.
It's everything, because when you first read the core text we're looking at from the first song,
Yeah.
it can hit you like a ton of bricks.
It really can. It says, but his delight is in the divine teachings. And in those teachings, he meditates day and night.
Day and night.
Okay, let's just stop there, because for so many people I know, myself included, the immediate reaction is, well, failure.
Of course.
Meditates day and night. It just sounds impossible. It sounds like this nonstop, high-stakes intellectual marathon.
A demand for spiritual perfection that is completely unsustainable.
Right. With work, with family, with just modern life, it can feel like an accusation almost, like you're not doing enough.
And that feeling that you're always falling short, that's precisely what we need to dismantle.
So the problem isn't the wisdom itself.
No, not at all. It's our modern kind of achievement-obsessed lens we're looking through. So we have to start with that very first word.
Delight. So if I'm reading that and thinking, okay, I have to feel happy and joyful every time I study, I'm already setting myself up to fail.
Absolutely, you are. The original word that's used for delight here,
Yeah.
it means something so much deeper than just, fleeting happiness.
Okay.
It actually means one's deepest preference
Yeah.
or will. It's the soul's true orientation.
So it's not asking about my mood in the moment.
No, not at all.
It's more about the direction of a compass.
Precisely. Think of it like a homing signal, a quiet one underneath all the noise of anxiety in your to-do list and what everyone expects from you.
I like that, a homing signal.
This teaching isn't shouting, "Are you happy?" It's whispering, "Do you remember what your soul truly fundamentally wants?"
Wow.
It's this recognition that your essence, your core self, already knows the way home, even if your mind feels completely lost and exhausted.
That changes everything. It reframes the whole mission.
How so?
Well, if my preference, my soul's orientation is already pointed in the right direction, then the work isn't about trying to force an emotion I don't feel.
Right.
It's just peeling back the layers of stress and obligation that are covering up what's already there.
Exactly. And that inner preference, that deep-seated delight, it has real-world consequences. King David talks about this elsewhere.
In the fourth psalm, right.
That's the one. He talks about the joy that comes after a famine when there's an abundance of grain and wine, and what's the immediate result of that deep, true delight.
I will lie down and sleep safely.
Yes, the delight leads directly to safety, to rest. It's the exact opposite of the anxiety that keeps so many of us running on empty.
So the end goal isn't spiritual burnout, it's profound rest.
It is.
Okay, that makes the next part, the meditates day and night part, a little less scary, but it's still, how do you do that practically?
This is where the language itself gives us the key. The original word we translate as meditates.
Mhm.
It has this beautiful, much softer root.
So it's not what we think of as meditation?
Not at all. It also means to murmur, or to coo, even to hum.
That's so different. When I think meditation, I think, serious silent discipline.
Right. But murmur, or coo, that's something else entirely. It's explicitly not a high-stakes intellectual analysis.
It's a low, gentle vibration, a background track.
It's like a mother cooing to a restless child. It's not a sound meant to challenge. It's a sound meant to soothe, to regulate.
So you're cooing your own soul back to safety.
You are cooing your own nervous system back to a place of calm. It's this soul hum that quiets everything down.
I love that phrase, soul hum. But what does that look like? When you're totally overwhelmed and stressed, The idea of adding a new mental task.
It's the last thing you need. And that's why this isn't a task. It's simpler. It's letting one single phrase or even just one word of truth repeat softly in the back of your mind.
Like a song stuck in your head.
A calming song, yes. One that's perfectly tuned to bring you peace. It could be the rhythm of your breathing, the feeling of your feet on the ground as you walk. It's a low-frequency echo that stabilizes you.
Not another item on your checklist.
Never. The goal is regulation, not achievement.
And that transforms the whole thing. It's
Yeah.
no longer about conquering a mountain of information. It's about finding a place of refuge.
And King David confirms this. Elsewhere, he says, the ultimate goal is to gaze upon the pleasantness of the divine.
To gaze, not to strive, that's a huge difference.
It is.
Can you break that down? Because, striving is what we're taught to do our whole lives.
Striving is active.
Yeah.
It's aggressive mental effort. You're dissecting, analyzing, trying to extract something. It takes energy. It leads to exhaustion.
Okay.
Gazing is receptive. It's open. It just requires your quiet attention. It's the difference between, say, trying to force your way through a dense legal document versus sitting on a bench and just letting a beautiful sunset wash over you.
The sunset doesn't demand you analyze it.
It just asks you to receive it.
So the internal goal shifts from, I have to master this, to, I just need to sit in the presence of this truth and let it work on me.
Exactly. The permission itself is healing. The power is in the sacred idea itself, not in our performance around it. You just let its peace rewire you.
You're creating a state of being, a refuge.
That's it.
But I want to go back to that phrase, day and night, because even if it's a gentle hum, the idea of it being continuous, that still sounds like a lot when you're juggling everything.
And that's a really crucial point. The text isn't asking you to quit your job and study all day.
Right.
It's asking you to shift where your core attention resides.
It's about residency, not about clocking in and out.
Perfect, yes. The invitation isn't to build this massive library of knowledge in your head. It's much more personal. The goal is to find your one verse, your one word.
Your one idea that feels like coming home.
That's your sacred space,
Yeah.
your secret garden.
And you can go there instantly no matter what chaos is happening around you.
That is the whole practice. Your only task is to tend to that single seed, to murmur its name, that one word or that one verse, until you feel its roots start to calm your heart.
So it's not another duty on your to-do list.
It's your sanctuary, the one place that's non-negotiable.
And I think focusing on that one quiet space is what actually allows the real transformation to happen. The outcome is a person who is rooted.
Yes, not constantly reaching outward for approval.
The person who finds this garden, who tends to it, she hasn't become a better person in a competitive sense.
No, she's simply a person who has come home to herself. Her strength is no longer measured by how much she can carry for everyone else.
All the burdens, all the expectations.
Gone. Her strength is in how deeply she's rooted in her own sacred space. Her faith is no longer a performance.
It's the quiet, steady hum of her own soul.
Attuned to that essential preference we started with.
Which brings us to what feels like the most important shift. The thing that just flips the script on how we're taught to live.
It's a radical idea, especially today.
So if we're not striving and performing anymore, what is the work?
Remember this. This is the first key teaching. Rest is not the reward for your spiritual work.
Rest is the spiritual work. That's huge because it directly confronts that feeling of exhaustion. We think we have to earn our rest by depleting ourselves first.
But the depletion itself is the sign we've missed the map. And the second teaching builds right on it. Delight is not the goal of your devotion.
Delight is your soul's origin.
You don't have to chase it. You just have to clear away the things that are blocking you from experiencing the essence you were already given.
So the blessing in all of this really is permission.
It's permission.
Permission to stop striving. Permission to enter your own garden. Find that one verse that sings you back to life and just honor that holy hum inside you.
And to remember, always, that your rest. It's not rebellion against your responsibility.
It is return.
It's a return to your deepest truth.
We've really moved from this place of crushing spiritual pressure to the profound peace of a quiet-rooted presence. It's about building an inner life that's actually sustainable. That's real.
And just think for a moment about what that kind of rest invites in. King David writes that the divine energy is what upholds all who fall, that it raises up those who are oppressed.
So that energy is actively working to restore those who are bowed down, who are tired.
It is. So here's a thought to carry with you. If that restorative power is always present, how might your simple, gentle act of murmuring, of resting in your own quiet strength. How might that open you up to actually receive that powerful support in your own lives?
The relationship between our gentle rest and that active, powerful renewal.
Something to think about.
A perfect thought to close on. For anyone who wants to continue this journey, the resources we've drawn on, including the Immunabuilders community, are available at immunabuilders.com.
Until next time.
Take care of your quiet, steady hum.